Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this is part 2 of taking the derivative. Yeah, in the previous video I did take the derivative of 2x plus 3 to the third power, where I solved it using the chain rule and without using the chain rule, but knowing the derivative power rule. However, I did mention in the previous video that I will solve it using the definition of the derivative, which is taking the limit, which will be a very challenging computation, but I'm willing to do it. Alright, so we know the definition of the limit in general. So the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Oh, by the way, this is not really a tutorial, at least I don't see it as that, but if you see it as that and you get a lot of help from this, that's great. So this is the definition of the derivative as far as I'm concerned. So if you were to plug in 0, it would be f of x plus 0, so that's f of just x minus f of x over 0, so it would be 0 over 0, which is what we want, but of course you can't really do 0 divided by 0. Alright, so that's the definition, but let's actually plug it in now. Plug in the function 2x plus 3 to the third power. I'll just remove that real quick. Alright, so I apologize again for my writing. Of course, I'm just using a mouse. I'm not actually using a stylus pen or anything, so the writing will be bad. So please bear in mind. Alright, so now, wherever there's x, it's basically x plus h. Right, okay. So now it's 2 times x plus h plus 3, all that cubed, minus 2x plus 3 cubed, all over h. So this is the standard derivative, not the standard derivative, this is how it would be written in derivative form. Now if I were to plug in 0 for h, it would just be 2x plus 3 cubed minus 2x plus 3 cubed, which is 0 over 0, which is not going to work. Alright, now I'm going to have to distribute everything out here. So first up, I will distribute the 2x to the x and h, and also do get the answer of 2x plus 3 cubed, which I did solve in the previous video, so I won't re-show the steps again. So please watch that video if you want to see how I did it. So let's first write it. So the limit as h approaches 0 of 2x plus 2h plus 3 cubed minus, so this is basically 8x cubed plus 36x squared plus 54 plus 27. So that's the answer of 2x plus 3 cubed. By the way, if I were to write it out without the parentheses, then I'm going to have to distribute the negative to all the numbers. And by the way, all of this is just divided by h. So that is the expression written as of now, but here is where the real challenge comes, because how am I going to distribute 2x plus 2h plus 3, all that to the third power? Well, I don't know. I don't know how to do the trinomial cubed. So I'm just going to have to do it this way. So I'm not going to write the limit because this is just side work. I'll just drag it as far as I can. So this is basically just side work here. So this is what I will be doing. So 2x plus 2h plus 3 times 2x plus 2h plus 3 times. So this is basically the equivalent of 2x plus 2h plus 3 cubed. You're just distributing it out like this. Alright, now, just going to have to distribute So basically, I'm just going to be doing 2x plus 2x plus 3 squared first. So if I were to distribute it out like this, I'm sorry, the lines are horrible. I'm going to erase this as well just to make sure that it's not confusing, because I myself find it confusing. So I hope you just get the gist of what I'm trying to do. So now I'm just going to write the square. I will put this aside. So now here 2x squared, so that's 4x squared. Oh, sorry about that. I'll just rewrite the x. So it's just 4x squared plus 4xh plus 6x, and then now distribute 2h, so it'll be 4xh plus 4h squared plus 6h. And now distribute the 3 all around, so it'll be 6x, 3 times 2x, 6x, 3 times 2h, 6h, and then 3 times 3 is 9. So this is 2x plus 2h plus 3 squared distributed out. And all of this is multiplied by 2x plus 2h plus 3 as well, which I'm going to do in the next step. Because first I want to combine some like terms. So 4xh, 6x, 6x, 6h, 6h. So I want to combine those like terms. It will just make the distribution a little easier. Just going to erase the lines. So now this is basically 4x squared plus 8xh plus 12x plus 4h squared plus 12h plus 9. So that's what happens. That's the answer after I combined all the like terms. And of course, I have to multiply this entire expression by 2x plus 2h plus 3. Sorry about the background noise if you hear it. I'm just going to rewrite the 2. That didn't look that great. So now time to distribute the entire thing here. So I'm just going to rewrite it all over here. This is just the work of here. Alright? So I'm not actually doing anything. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to erase that. I just wanted to show what I'm doing on the side. I'm just multiplying this entire thing out. Alright. So now I'm going to have to distribute each and every single term. I will actually want to basically scroll all the way to the left to try and get more space. So now this is basically 8x cubed plus, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to move back and forth here because it's a challenge. 8, so 8x squared h, x squared h plus 12x squared, and now plus 8xh plus 2x. So that's 16x squared h, and now 8xh plus 8hx times 2h, so that will be 16xh squared. That too was horrible. And then 8xh times 3, so that is 24xh. Now 12x. 12x times 2x, so that's 24x squared plus 12x times 2h, so that's 24xh, and then 12x times 3, so that's 36x, 4h squared times 2x, so that's 8xh squared. 4h squared times 2h, so that's 8h cubed, plus 4h squared times 3, so 12h squared. 12h times 2x, so that is 24xh. 12h times 2h, 24h squared. 12h times 3, 36h. Now, 9 times 2x is 18x. 9 times 2h, 18h. And then 9 times 3 is 27. So that is the entire term when distributed. Of course, there are a lot of like terms to add, by the way, which is what will be done next. By the way, as I said, this entire thing which I just wrote is just this distributed out entirely. So I haven't even accounted for 2x plus 3 cubed, which I've already distributed a long time back. First, I just want to combine all the like terms. There are a bunch of them. So, of course, 8x cubed, actually, there are no other x cubed terms, so that will just be written as that. But 8x squared h has a lot. So there's 8, 16. That's at least 24. I think that's it, by the way. Yeah. Well, I had that up for no reason. So it'll be 24x squared h. And now, x squared, how many x squares? That's 12, that's 24. Okay, so that'll be 36. Yeah, I'm sorry, my writing is horrible. Bear with me. And now, the x squared h has already been combined, so that's not a worry. So xh squared, so that's 16 xh squared. Then there's 8 more to add, so that'll be 24. That'll be 24xh squared. Only the h is squared, not x. Then I see the 24xh. So there's 24, there's another 24, so that's 48. And then there is another 24, so that will be 72. By the way, I just realized there are another 8xh squared. So that means it's actually 32 here, but first I want to write 48 plus, I'm so sorry, I lost track, 72xh. Yeah, I'm really sorry, I've definitely lost track of what I'm doing. To be fair, this is a big limit. And this is what happens if, so we better thank the derivative rules, because otherwise we would have to be doing this to find the derivative of 2x plus 3 cubed. If we didn't know any of the derivative rules. So that's 32xh squared plus 72xh. Now the x squared has been combined. Xh is combined, so now 36x. There's 36x, which I have not written yet. Also, there's 18x, so that'll be 54x. Oh my god. I thought the plus would be better than what happened. So that's 54x. I'm sorry. Just bear in mind. My writing is no good. So that's 54x. X8 squared has been done. So there's 8h cubed, which I believe will be the only h cubed term because I didn't see any others. And then 12h squared plus 24h squared, so that's 36h squared. Okay, 24xh has already been accounted. And then there's 36h plus 18h, so that's 54h. And then at the end I add the 27 because I've already accounted for the 18h before, the previous term. So all that added up after adding all the like terms at the end ended up with 8x cubed plus 24x squared times h plus 36x squared plus 32x times h squared plus 72x h plus 54x plus 8h cubed plus 36h squared plus 54h plus 27. That is a mouthful to say. And now I'm just going to distribute the negative to all the terms here. So basically I am doing a bit more work already. So yeah, I just wanted to show what I'm doing next. So now the minus 8x cubed minus 36x squared minus 54x minus, oh sorry, the 4 apparently looks horrible, and I don't know why I cannot erase that. Sorry. So it's 54x minus 27. And now it's just a matter of combining more like terms. And conveniently, all the 8x squared, 36x squared, 8x cubed, 36x squared, 54x, and 27 are all eliminated. So that's very convenient. So at the end, in the numerator, all that will be remaining, I'll just scroll down. So all that is remaining, now I'll rewrite the limit because I've done all the hard work. Alright, limit as h approaches, that arrow was horrible. So the limit as h approaches 0, we would have in the numerator 24x squared h plus 32x h squared plus 72x h plus 54. Sorry, the 54x's has already been cancelled. Sorry about that. I cannot erase this. Sorry if you hear so many mouse clicks, because that's what I'm using to try and get it done with. So 8h cubed plus 36h squared plus 54h. So that is all that is remaining in the numerator, all of that. I want to try and draw a bit of a straighter line than that. So all of that is on the numerator, and then we divide that by h, which is in the denominator. Now all the terms remaining in the numerator have an h in common, which can be cancelled out with the h in the denominator. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I'm just going to scroll a little bit to the right. So the limit as h approaches 0. Now let's take out the h, and now we will have h times 24 x squared plus 32 xh plus 72x plus 8h squared plus 36h plus 54. And all of that divided by h in the denominator. Now, because I did distribute the h out, all that is left is just cancel out the h, and at the end, on the next line, I will be scrolling down a little bit, erase these straight marks. Alright, so now all that is left is the limit as h approaches 0 of 24 x squared plus 32 xh plus 72x plus 8h squared plus 36h plus 54. So that's all that's remaining. There is nothing now in the denominator, unless you technically want to divide it by 1. So now plug in 0 for all the h variables left. So now this equals 24 x squared plus 32 x times 0 plus 72x plus 8 times 0 squared. That's a 0, by the way, not a 6. Yeah, apparently no good at writing. So that's 0. Oh my. Right at the end, I'm facing so many hurdles. Plus 36 times 0 plus 54. And now, all that is remaining after over 20 minutes of work is 24 x squared plus 72x plus 54. That is all that is left after using the definition of the derivative, the limit as h approaches infinity of 2x plus 2h plus 3 cubed minus 2x plus 3 cubed over h. That's the derivative, 24x squared plus 72x plus 54. Now, if you use the chain rule, you would end up getting 6 times 2x plus 3 whole squared. How do we get it from here? That's pretty simple. All of them have 6 in common. So basically, it's just 6 times 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. And that basically does equal 6 times apparently I erased the whole thing. So 6 times 2x plus 3 squared. So this is the answer at the end after 20 minutes. Actually, it's almost 25 minutes of work. I'm just gonna put it in a box. Not really a box, but doesn't matter. So here is all the work from start to finish. Showed the limit definition, showed what I'm gonna do, did some side work here, distributed everything out, combined all the like terms. Yeah, I combined all the like terms, and then combined all the like terms, and then took out an h, distributed every other term after removing an h, and canceling out the h, remaining components in the numerator, just substituted 0 in for h, wherever h was remaining, put in 0, which eliminated all the remaining terms, and at the end ended up with 24x squared plus 72x plus 54. And if you want to be a little more fluent, not really fluent, but if you want to simplify it even further, it is equal to 6 times 2x plus 3 squared, which is right here. Yes, it has taken me over 25 minutes to do this, but it was absolutely worth it. This was definitely an extreme example of taking the derivative without using any of the derivative rules, just using the definition. So if there's anything you want to take away from this, is that do thank the derivative rules. Otherwise, having to solve the derivative just using the definition, which is the limits, it would take forever to solve a limit like this. Anyway, that will be the end of this video. It was a long video, I know. If you have watched the entire video, you're great. You really are great. I appreciate it a lot. So that is it. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see the simpler version where I stopped using the derivative rules and the chain rule, it will be the previous video which I've uploaded. Yeah, please do subscribe to the channel for more content, and until the next video. Bye.